and you are watching another Pokemon called Cinco Bingo race. I'm Cypress and Cavin856. I am joined here potentially by Alec, although I know he's having mic issues. The countdown has started for both of our racers, so we should see some movement here on screen in just a couple of seconds. And we are off. Going to a very important move. Cypress here is hoping to get his third win, which will be enough to lock him into moving on. Whereas Cavin is trying to get his second win, and second would keep him in contention for being able to move on. So stakes are high for both runners here. Does not look like we have a reset necessary here, so both runners just kind of get for today here. And we will see what these starters are. Toki, a Kadabra, and a Kabuto. So most likely with a Kadabra here. We'll probably see both our runners trying to find a better main here. Usually you want something fully evolved, good move set, we'll see what the move set is, and we'll see what they can find on these early routes. Does have explosion, so the rival fight threat will be a quick one. Over Mike 5 is hopefully this is better. Chat video on 2 loud now. Having here finding another Kadabra. Spider-Man meme. I believe that should solve my technical difficulty, so I apologize for that. Looking at the card here, both runners are going to be happy with this middle goal. Defeat all 4 trainers and guarantee. Having that as a guaranteed middle goal makes getting to 5 a lot easier. We will probably see them keeping a close eye on money here as well. Zero hand on Hikaru Bomb means probably killing stuff. And of course, the Snowpoke tail on the card as well. We want to make sure that we make good for Pokemon. And remember to pick that up before fighting the Red Gyarados. Not one of the things you'll see most runners keeping an eye out for is just a poison burn paralysis type move with the non-volatile status of Pseudo Uno on the card. The randomized Pokemon Cinco Bingo 3 does count for that, because they won't randomly do that. The number of returning happens with that. Like, that's guaranteed that goal. Cavin is finding a good trade-off. Get again, Knapper with Fire Blast is a good move, but with it having first rate explosion, which is a physical move, that's what we're thinking here. And they did have first rate as well, so that's good. Nice coverage, besides the awareness. Does look pretty good. On Cypress the level 9 Pokemon basis, so that should be pretty quick to get through, not very hectic. now. My apologies, I still seem to have the audio issues. I'm trying to get that figured out as soon as I can. Cypress does find a Stantler while fishing. And he catches it. Stantler's actually a really good Pokemon to run here, a good physical attacker. And eventually he will get both Headbutt and Strength here as a stab move. Let's get to pick up TM43. It is not one of the ones on the card, but he can see if this is going to help the coverage for his Stantler if he's choosing to run it. Although he does still have the Cadaver first, so he may not have liked the moveset enough to try and switch. Cav has officially beat Faulkner, so he will be rushing here to catch up to Cypress. Yeah, Powder, Snow, and Absorb is not enough to make up for the default moveset that Stantler came with, so he looks like Cypress is going to be stuck with his Kadabra for a while longer. Once he gets through Azalea Town, he can choose to see if he can switch to both the Kenya Pokemon, or if he gets past Whitney, he can see what the Sudowoodo is, inflict a status on it, and then catch it to get a level 20 Pokemon. Cypress is actually choosing to use his Stantler here, so hoping to get some good moves on level up, possibly. Peck is going to be pretty painful to get through some of these bulkier Pokemon like Muck, but he is pushing through, so great for Cypress. Does end up choosing Powder Snow here for the extra counter. Cav on the other side with his level 10 and Head State now is faring a bit better and definitely making a lot of time here. Not on the screen right now. So looking at the card again, we did see a bit of information very early on in the run. It did look like area dose is on the very first route. It was a random encounter for one of the runners. Unfortunately, with my technical issues, I don't remember which one. But it is something to keep in mind because at diagonal, if they can find one of the Hitmon Pokemon, they will be very much, very doable attack to get. And in this super well, Cavin actually pulls ahead of Cypress. Cypress making his way into Huxley's gym. And is officially caught up with Cavin. They were both on this team leader fight. Both of these Pokemon on the screen are just very defensive Pokemon, so both of our runners having some issues trying to get through. Cav is getting double hit with the confusion and the poison. And if you notice, Cav's money, one of the things that a lot of the commentators and racers will tell you is you really want that last digit to stick as a 5 or a 0. It makes getting the 0 on hand a lot easier to hit because you can just buy mail, if you are at the 5, you can sell a berry to get to the 0, and your route to getting 0 on hand is a lot. This is a very close race just because you see they're both on this rival fight, finishing at just about the same time, and I'm actually being joined here by Snow Bear to help some assistance on commentary, so thank you for joining, Snow. One of the big bonuses for Cypress here is now that he is in Alex Force, he can pick up the headbutt and get some stab on this Stantler to help with the coverage and the stab ability to get this Pokemon top quicker. Cypress does take an encounter here in the Alex Force as well. With it being a Ninetales, that is a great early information to get here. And we just have to see if he can get this in a Pokeball. By default, this randomizer does have a 1 in 3 catch rate. Just any kind of Pokeball, the default one is the max catch rate we have. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that, and this is absolutely one of those times where Cypress has just been throwing Pokeballs to no avail. By Snow Bear. Snow Bear, how are you doing this evening?
Doing fine, thank you. Just figured I'd help out, provide some commentary relief. Looks like we got some good mains though with the Stantler and Entei.
Yeah, Cypress doing real well to fish for that Stantler, and Cav managing to get the Entei off of a encounter, I think, south of Violet City. Well, the route before, I should say, because...
31.
31.
Or 32 or 31?
This is why I don't do numbers. I can never get them straight.
South of Violet City is 32. Alright, but it looks like Cypress has the goal lead with the only goal of the Arcanine. Ninetales.
Yep. Finally got it in the Pokeball and does pick up a headbutt for his Stantler.
Cypress is picking up a lot of those hidden items, hoping to get that Slowpoke tail early, maybe.
Even if he doesn't find it, not a big loss again. All the runners have to do is remember to pick it up from the Mahogany Mark before fighting the shiny Pokemon.
Well, it's more before talking to Lance afterwards. But yeah. Once you talk to Lance, the shop is gone.
Cav was fighting some of those trainers in National Park, but it doesn't look like he got them all, or at least I don't know if he just forgot to mark the goal.
We'll see. It's maybe on his way back. Well, if he forgot to mark a goal, that'd be very unfortunate, but maybe he's trying to hide his progress from Cypress. So, skipping out that one trainer, maybe.
And not taking a look at what Kenya was just yet. He might think that this Ninetales was the Kenya, so he may not want to show that he's... Maybe he thinks he's behind Cypress.
It's hard to tell when there's really no progress goals showing one way or another, but Kevin will get an idea about that when Cypress marks the trainers in National Park. It sort of did seem like Kevin did do that, but he might have forgotten to mark it.
Yeah, unfortunately I had looked away just long enough not to be certain if he completed it or not.
We'll see. I don't think I saw that Raichu. Oh no, that's a wild counter. We can always ask him about it, but I'm sure he would do it because I think I remember seeing that Suicune as well.
Yeah, at the very least, when Cypress marks it, he might see that and remember to mark it himself. Remember seeing his Haunter as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did all 4 of them then, because that's the 4th one. We'll mark it for him. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he fought all 4 of them. Oh, never mind. He must have skipped one of the trainers.
I wonder which one he ended up skipping.
Well, that's an exploding Kenya. If I think I saw that correctly.
Yeah, we're just getting all the Pokemon that can explode. Their Kadabra that they started with also had explosion.
Oh, he forgot the 4th trainer, that's why. Very, very well. He forgot to mark it. He'll mark it soon enough if he didn't. There he... Keeping us honest. And Cypress takes an encounter on Route 35.
Yeah, unfortunately, not information. I know it did pay off for him when he did it in Ilex Forest. That's how he did find the Ninetales, but Mew, while a great Pokemon... Well, it does count as a genderless, so this actually is progress.
And what's our move goal for today? Ah, crit rate. That's why he was looking for that. Unfortunately, While explosion does extra damage, it's from having the opponent's defense rather than critting.
And I need my ice check. Mew is actually on the card as well, so that's actually progress towards 2 goals.
Well, I mean you weren't wrong. And here comes the powder snow freeze chance. The cheese. I feel like the AI pulls it off a lot more successfully than we can. But there you go, it's frozen now, and good enough for Cavin.
Just to reiterate some information, very high stakes for this race again. Cypress hoping to get his 3rd win here, Cavin hoping to get his 2nd to stay in contention. If Cypress wins, he is guaranteed to move on, just because there's 2 other runners who have already gotten 2 losses, so having 3 wins mathematically means he can only finish 3rd or higher, and then...
well, actually, I think he's actually guaranteed in already, because he has the tiebreaker over Mountebank. Unless... he's most likely in already. This would be guaranteeing 2nd spot if he were to go in, depending on the results of Diego's matchup.
Yeah, if he loses here, he risks a 3-way tie here, because Cavin, if he loses the Diego, actually it would be a 4-way tie at that. No, it would be a 3-way tie.
It could get worse. It could be a 5-way tie, depending on the results of Cavin's match with Ethan. This group is wide open. Really, anyone can take up top spot.
Yeah, again, the point here is every single win matters, right? These runners are going to be feeling a lot of pressure because they want to try and get that sense of safety here to move on. Cypress has beaten Whitney, so we will get to see the 2nd go around of Powder Snow strats.
It is so. Cavin's been very diligent about repelling every single part, even with the small grass tiles on Route 37. I mean, I can understand it with the burnt tower, even though the encounter rate is low. Every time I don't repel, I get like 3 encounters here.
Yeah, I've always gotten at least 1 here, so still saving himself a little bit of time of that 1 or 2 encounters, or if he's as unlucky as you are, unfortunately, 3.
Maybe, and Cypress is gonna bank on the fact that this Kadabra is low enough level that it'll be able to burn with the 30% Fire Blast chance. Which he'll be rewarded against this Polytoad, which extra resists.
And gets
it first try. Trying to run, but he's kind of outsped, which is unfortunate.
So, as always, we're in a really interesting place here where Cav does have the progress lead, whereas Cypress does have the information lead, so we'll have to see how this plays out and who ultimately gets the advantage here, right? If Cavin can get to fly here and make up some information could really pay off for him.
Alright, so it was a little hard to pick up the rumors while you were talking, but I believe it was a Growlithe. The first one. I'm not quite sure what those other ones were. We'll have to rely on Cypress, but clearly something interesting enough to make Cavin want to attempt for the main switch.
My apologies there. We can absolutely try and switch over to Cypress if he doesn't find the rumor here.
It's not a problem. It's just a little small side game. I believe that's just a normal encounter.
Yeah, his repel had expired just before, so a little unfortunate.
Well, it looks like unfortunately we gave it a good repel and then that was it. Yeah, anything more than that and no more. But I think he was actually probably trying for that Growlithe for the Arcanine Ninetales main. Or at least the goal at least. And probably to main switch. It's not too bad to main switch, considering you could just buy a Firestone right there.
Yeah, and while you're buying a Firestone, if you're not super thrilled about the moveset, you can always check out the TMs at the department store as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and switch audio once Cypress gets to the rival, or gets past the rival. But it looks like, you know, Descente is having a little bit easier time going through stuff with Cypress, although Cypress is catching that Poliwhirl. Going for that Evolve 4.
And gets it.
But as I was pointing out in the chat that all these catching info with the progress goals kind of lets Cavin know where things are. And that's actually one of those better skills to have when you're doing bingo stuff, that, oh hey, he's at this location.
I do have audio ready to switch as soon as we get through this rival fight, so as soon as I see him defeat the rival, I'll switch the audio over. Oh, it's already been switched. Thank you, Snow.
A little preemptive, but should be okay. Can't believe he's relying on triple kick. Also, oof. All the status conditions for Cavin. Just poison and 3 HP, just barely living, but no need to worry. He beat Morty. I think I'm 100% sure that this is a Growlithe Roamer. And I think that did sound like a Paris as the Suicune. And it sounded either as a Mewtwo or a Parasect.
Yeah, they have very similar cries. I also thought Mewtwo, so and that would explain why Cav did immediately look for it.
I would imagine he was going for that Growlithe, actually. But it could have been either. I mean, the Mewtwo as well. I mean, both Roamers being on the card would be huge. You know, it's kind of interesting that neither of them picked up the radio card, which would have made getting the Roamer much easier. Assuming they said it on a Saturday. For those unaware, I believe it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, there's the Pokemon March, which increases your chance of getting encounters. Whereas I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I don't remember if Sunday's included with that. You get the Pokemon Lullaby, which decreases your chance of getting encounters. Yeah, so when you repel and have the Pokemon March, you have an increased chance of getting the Roamer if the Roamer is in there.
And I do think both of our runners set to Friday just to make sure they can get this defeat a Lapras goal.
But yeah, that's one of those little interesting tidbits that the radio card can help you out with that. Although, it's interesting to see Cavin going for the swimmers already.
Yeah, we have seen some other racers do 3 on the way down, 3 on the way back. He might be trying to do a similar thing.
Well, this one looks like... Well, I mean, I think this is going to be all 6, because he went into the middle of Royal Islands, where the majority of the ones are with 1 to 2 pokes are. It's the quickest path. I usually go from the very bottom, though.
We'll have to see when Cypress chooses to fight these swimmers, and if he goes to this one, just because again this is Celebi information. I have this backwards. Cavin getting the Celebi information is good for him. He's the one who doesn't have the goal, so something he can dex.
I am thoroughly confused by Cypress teaching Pound. That has me thoroughly confused, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess he's getting up for eventually needing to catch Pokemon. But I don't know about that.
Not exactly sure either.
That crit Powder Snow still doesn't do half health, oh my goodness.
it off in style. Pound it.
Cypress taught over triple kick. So it's not even that much of an improvement in power.
Cavin continued to getting good information here. Does see a bay leaf as well. Luckily, Cav has physical move here to deal with that, but see, that would be miserable to get walled against. Cypress does pick up the goldenrod, so Cav will have a good idea of how far ahead he is progress-wise.
That's true. So he's got maybe, I think it's like 5 or 6 minutes ahead, it seems like. Actually, I could even tell. It is 6 minutes, actually, between their good rod timings. So, Cavin knows he's got a general lead about that. Although some of it has gone to fighting those 6 swimmers, which, well, looks like he didn't totally finish off those swimmers, but he made a good chunk of them. And got rewarded with the Celebi info.
Celebi and Bayleaf information. Yeah, we'll have to see if Cypress also spent some time or if he's going straight to Cianwood.
Well, and then there's the Mew info.
Cypress is also fighting some swimmers, so that 6-minute lead will probably stay about constant here. So this gives Cav a 55-minute fly. That's pretty good. Again, the standard mark here is as long as you're at or below an hour, you're making really good progress pace here.
Absolutely. And considering he took a detour to not only fight the 4 trainers on National Park, but also to fight the swimmers, it makes a little bit of a difference.
Absolutely. Being able to do all that and still manage it under an hour is just a really good mark of a fantastic runner.
I mean, he does have the tournament best time of 1:11, which is still absurd in itself. Oh, and we're checking Kenya, which is a ditto. Unfortunately, it's not on the card, though. As per usual. Although it is pointed out by the chat that it is a genderless, which I think, well, it doesn't quite get him to 3, but it gets him a little bit closer.
That's, yeah.
And now he's looking for the Growlithe for sure. He goes, aha! You know what? It was not it clearly wasn't the roaming Growlithe that he didn't see it, but in Dark Cave, it's for sure not a roamer. And getting a Hoppip, which is good for stop evolving 4 times, and evolving of 4 different Pokemon.
And finds a Hitmonlee, so that is top left corner goal as well.
We might see him leave the cave and come back later, just to hide the Growlithe information. Although, since it's Growlithe rather than Arcanine, actually he might just stay here.
Good thing he did, finds it right away.
Huh! And so that Growlithe has a sketch, which could be very useful for sketching a high crit move. If you don't want to catch a Pokemon with it. Although, that's kind of unlikely to happen with a level 2 Growlithe.
And this goal just does not want to stay in Pokeball, is that right? Because Cypress had the issue getting the Ninetales in the Pokeball, Growlithe does not want to get in this one either.
Although, it really confused me, because I thought it was Growlithe for sure as the roamer. Maybe it was an Arcanine. So, where do you go now as Cavin? We sort of have... We have a path for column 1. Row 1 shouldn't be too hard to get, even though they haven't had a crit move yet. I don't think they have Ariados-Ledian information, do they? Oh, and high crit move on Cypress, on that Mew. And he properly marks it. Very good, Cypress.
So I do believe Cypress has Ariados information, just because I do know we saw it at the very beginning. It was like the very first encounter one of the runners had.
Ah! So that means that the diagonal is a possibility. Do we have any evolution information, or not really?
We've seen a Flareon.
Oh, you know what? We have seen Yanma though on on Morty. Oh, and that's TM46. So that diagonal opens right up, as well as column 2. So I think we have our path. Column 1, column 2, row 1, bottom left, top right, and then top left, bottom right. Or just get a shiny Horsey for row 3 instead.
Yeah, I mean, this is very, very generous with the information this ROM is giving us.
Well, I mean, I think both our runners would probably pick up that TM, but it's gonna definitely give away that, hey, you know, TM and Horsey and Shiny.
Yeah.
I think Cypress can figure out where that TM is. I'm sure he... Although, hopefully he remembers to buy the Slowpoke Tail! Please, Cypress! Slowpoke Tail! Don't do this to us! Although there's an Umbreon.
Hopefully catching this evolution is enough of a pause that he remembers.
I doubt it. Just pray that he doesn't talk to Lance. As long as he doesn't talk to Lance, he's okay. Also, did that Umbreon just... Toxic Umbreon. What are you? Karen's poke? Ugh.
Cav grabs the radio card.
So now we can listen to some good music. Ah, Razor Leaf on the Ditto. In case you missed it, that's an enhanced crit rate move.
Hasn't marked it yet, so he may.
I will mark it. Since he did check it, I will mark it for him. He might have been just not realizing that Razor Leaf is an enhanced crit rate move, or must have not seen it as he was checking the move slots there.
It's very easy to see Razor and think Razor Wind or something else, so...
Well, Razor Wind is also an enhanced crit rate move, actually.
See? My bad, and again, just hard to keep track of all this information.
Oh no, absolutely.
Especially
Although...
in the heat of a race.
Uh-oh. Cypress still hasn't bought the Slowpoke Tail. Please! Don't... turn around! Turn around! He's really shooting himself in the foot there. So for those who are we talked about it a little bit earlier. Once you talk to Lance, you can't buy the Slowpoke Tail anymore. So you'll have to rely on picking it up on the ground if you want to have that still.
And that is not a guarantee to be able to find on the ground.
No, sir. Not in any... No way, no how. Just don't talk to Lance.
Fly.
Ah, no! Cypress! It's a very common issue to forget about it. But... Oh no. That would have helped his bingo so easily.
If he saved before the Red Gyarados, there's a chance he could realize his mistake, reset.
I think he's just moving on. He did save before the Red Gyarados. Where he has been told by a chat. Question is he's gonna reset? Oh, and he resets. Okay, so we'll unmark his goals. Or rather, he unmarks it, realizing that was my mistake.
So all in all, not much of a time loss there, right? He did catch it quick enough that he fixed it. Not gonna get too much of a penalty, so that's really good for him.
Okay. Whew. See, this is why especially it's important to save before the shiny. Not just because you want to catch the shiny Pokemon, but for goals like this. Although we do want to probably ask to see verification. Oh, I think... No, I'm still pretty sure he has TM46. But we may just have to ask him. So this is going to get really down to the wire, because all those goals that Cypress was catching really early on will help him out. And Cavin is trying to look for that Mew in the grass.
Yeah, it looks to be one of the lower encounter rates here, so getting a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that Cypress got TM46 before, because the nice thing is when you go up the left side, you enter Lake of Rage area, which means you can fly back in. And here is Cavin, who knew very well that there was, well, he had information on Mew, and he knew that Cypress probably got this spoke, so based on the timing of his marking of the pseudo-udo. So, very good. Oh, and there's Corso information. Route 36 and something else. But Flareon is so easy! It's right there, in Violet Water.
And Cavin is on this route with the Ariados, so maybe I did have a slight mix-up, or maybe they both saw the Ariados.
And Cypress checking the Yanma. That is Ilex Forest. So, I think Cypress is going to try to avoid the Evolve 4. Unfortunately, he does not know about that Hitmonlee. And Cavin does know about that Ariados, so he's got his path lined up for him. So that is bingo number 1 for Cavin.
Making a really good time here.
Alright, and he sees a Corsola that's... Oh, it's Route 33 and 36. Both of those are really good routes. And Cypress gets the Flareon, not too much more trouble. So this will be Cypress's first bingo.
We'll probably see him go for the Corsola as well, just because that will line up the second one as soon as he's ready to end and can just sell everything.
Alright, so I think Cavin just has maybe 1 or 2 more swimmers to beat. Because he did beat quite a few of them. I didn't count how many he was doing it, because I got distracted. But he is looking for that Yanma in Ilex Forest.
And something that we know as an audience, he can find the Ninetales here as well, which, although he already does have a Growlithe, probably will skip it, but there it is.
I don't think he's gonna skip it, because it's right there on his path. It would give him bingo number 2. Actually, I think they would make his path much easier.
And again, just this specific goal with the Growlithe Ninetales do not want to get in Pokeballs.
Well, I mean, sometimes they just... Oh, the poison ticks it was just gained him. Was it toxic on the Ninetales? Oh, and that's another genderless Pokemon. I'm assuming that Cypress picked up that Ditto from the Shucky Ditto, which would mean this would be absolutely his 3rd one.
Cav does get better fortune with the second one, does catch the Ninetales.
And there's the 3rd genderless Pokemon for Cypress. I'm pretty sure it's his 3rd one, because he has the Mew. Did he not have a Ditto? Did the Cypress not pick up the...
I thought he did. Like, I'm fairly confident.
I don't see it in his party, so I don't know. Maybe when he goes to check his decks or something? Either way, Kevin's having a hard time finding that, Yanma. I'm gonna hesitate to mark Cypress's goal. That is one that he probably should know if he didn't pick it up. Oh, wait! Oh, Cypress has Raikau. Oh, so then it should...
And he finds a Hitmontop, so that is row 1 for him.
I must have missed the early game when he caught a Raikau early on. I will go by chat in this case, because I was not here for the first few minutes.
And unfortunately, with my issues I were having, I was not able to keep best coast of an eye.
Oh, Raikau was Kenya. Right! Well, even if he didn't turn it in, it still counts. As long as it counts as long as it's owned in the Pokédex, that's all that matters. Oh, that's right, and we do see Kenya in his party. So that's for sure a third one, because he does have that Mew.
Now we get to see both of our runners hoping for this Yanma.
It's definitely in the grass, because we've seen all water slots here. In the Houndoom, Nidoqueen, and I can't remember what else is there.
Cavin continued to pick up Pokemon. Caterpie in particular is a great one to stop evolving 4 times, which is probably why he picked it up.
I don't know if he needs to stop evolving 4 though. If he knows where evolutions are. I guess he's not going for the evolutions though.
Yeah, I think column 2 might be just a bit easier at this point, because he's looking for the Yanma. He already finds the Yanma, already has a lot of the swimmers beaten. If he can stop that Caterpie from evolving 4 times, that's column 2 for him.
Yes, Nidoqueen, Fanpy, Houndoom are the 3 in the water. He's gonna have... Cypress is gonna have to look at the grass for the Yanma. And Cypress has decided to go to the grass. This is getting really intense. It's really anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, we are seeing Cav go directly to Olivine, probably to finish off the rest of these swimmers.
And I guess if we have the Dawn fan keeping watch over what their chat is called the Fanpy Pool Party. You know, the Dawn fan being the good adult in the room, making sure to be the lifeguard. Alright, so Cypress has caught Chikorita for the Bayleaf goal.
And Cypress finds the Yanma as well.
Alright, so at this point, do we go mineral? Does Cypress go mineral badge?
Let's see. Give me a moment to look at this. Quite possibly, right? I think the tail will be. I think he will end up going for Lapras first, just to see if he can't get some more information out of that.
Both our runners have a Ditto, well, have Pokemon with incredible their crit rate moves, but yes, the Yanma does provide another Razor Leaf. Oh my gosh, and Cypress gets blocked by that guy in the Pokemon Center. You hate to see that. Oh, and yes, the Kenya is the Raycow. Thank you again, chat, for keeping up with us and helping us make sure keep our runners honest. It looks like Cypress is, I think, going for those swimmers. Or nope, he's beelining it to the lighthouse.
Makes sense. He did just put the EXP share on Chikorita, so getting this request for the secret potion so he can fight Jasmine, as well as getting the experience on Chikorita as he works his way up there.
Alright, and so Cavin is doing the Stop Evolving 4, which is a good for him. And that was his last swimmer.
Gonna go to our buddy Price and just fight a couple of trainers and get that last two stop evolutions.
Alright, so Cavin to finish. He's got 4 bingos. He just needs to stop evolving 4 primes, and he's done. So I think Cavin's got this one, because he's stopped now twice. This should be 3 times.
I think this was already 3. He managed to stop it evolving twice on the 2 swimmers he fought.
Oh, excuse me, then this would... Assuming this gives enough experience, this should be it. And with this, Cavin will guarantee him either a top 2 spot if he... with this fin. And Kevin's done 118. GG.
Just continuing to have some really fast finish times here in this tournament.
It just shows his experience and skill. GG.
And looks like Cavin is gonna be able to join us. Hello, Cavin. How are you doing? Congratulations.
Y'all need to stop marking goals I don't have or don't know I have.
Well, you did check the Ditto, and that was your Razor Leaf.
Did the Ditto have Razor Leaf? Because I completely missed it. Until the Yanma, I did not think I had an enhanced crit rate move, so I was actually routing around 6 bingos, and it completely threw me off. And actually seriously upset me. I did not know the Ditto had Razor Leaf.
Yeah, sorry about that. We mistook you for the swim with the national park, but yeah, your Ditto had Razor Leaf there.
I'm gonna go check right now. Huh, so it did. Yeah, okay, yeah. I completely glossed over that. I did not know
Wait,
that.
I figured when you looked over at the Ditto, that was fair game.
I suppose.
But yeah, GG.
Yeah. I was very nervous.
No, thank you for, sorry for the mismark though, but GG though, 118.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, that was... Thing is, I thought I was doing pretty okay. I had an okay route, because, like, and then everything just kind of fell into my laps, which meant it fell into Cypress's lap, and then Cypress had evolutions, and I did not. So I was like, oh no, that gives him row 3, potentially column 4, and I was really concerned, because, again, I didn't know if I had an enhanced crit rate move or not, so I was like, do I need column 1 or not? I didn't know if I needed column 1. In the end, I didn't, because I could have just done no money instead. But it was still very nerve-wracking, with, like, the shiny being the horsey and the TM being right there also.
Oh, absolutely. And then we did see you go for the roamer. Did you identify it as like a Mewtwo?
Yeah, I was pretty sure
Or
it was
one of-
Mewtwo. It was Mewtwo or Parasect. Aren't they like the same cry or very similar?
Very similar. I couldn't tell the difference. I actually thought there was also a roaming Growlithe, but when you checked the Growlithe information, that was incorrect.
Yeah, I was going for the Mewtwo because I didn't have info on that goal at the time. And I was like, sweet. Free goal and also possible main switch because this Entei, it got good eventually. It got good eventually. But yeah, this was one of the most struggles I've ever had with an Entei. I swear, I think every single Pokemon in Falconer's gym resisted both of my moves.
That's one of the rough things. I mean, sometimes it's just hard to get Pokemon off the ground.
Yeah,
But
it looks...
you persisted and it paid off.
I mean, I knew I wasn't going to find anything better, and I also knew that, like, it's really good. I just got really unlucky, and it needs just any move to hit flying types, and it was good. And then we got the Powder Snow Tam, and I was like, it's good enough. It'll get me through flying types. I've got good enough coverage for anything else.
It also helped you with that Sudowoodo.
Yeah, that too. I was actually surprised I didn't have anything but Powder Snow. I was like, oh dear. But it took about 8 or 9, so it was about average for 10%. Fortunately, it was a resist and
Either
such
way.
a weak move.
Exactly, right?
Mm. Wow,
But
I'm
yeah,
actually
everything was
surprised.
coming up for you, though.
Yeah, Cypress did Mineral Badge. That surprises me.
Well, he caught Chikorita in Ilex Forest while searching for the Yanma along with you.
Yeah, I saw the Chikorita, and it was like, at that point, my path was already decided. I knew I was just doing I was going to stop evolving on the Bulbasaur, and then Caterpie showed up, which is better. And then I was going to do no money if I didn't have a crit rate move. But yeah, so what was Cypress running? I think his main was worse than mine, based on how far behind
He was running a Stantler.
Yeah, that's worse than Entei.
It was sort of struggling as well. It was using the Powder Snow Surf, and I think it had Triple Kick for a while, and Headbutt.
Yeah, it was rough going until he got Headbutt.
Did he keep any of his original moves? Because those are all TMs.
I don't think so, no, because he even taught Pound over Triple Kick.
Wow. That's rough. Yeah, I'll have to watch the race back to see what info he had, because I guess he just didn't run into the Riodos on 29, because otherwise that's a free line, column 5.
I don't think he did. I mean, we weren't sure if you had it or he had it, but it looks like you had the information right there.
Yeah, I ran into
Although
it twice.
he's looking for... So yeah, it looks like he's looking for that Corsola on 36. Although you had a better time finding it on 33.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to not go to 33 over 36. One of those has water slots, the other one also doesn't have water slots. I'm mixing up my routes
Both of
here.
them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, 36
Yeah.
is just grass.
Yeah, I went to 33 because it was right beside where Yanma was.
He finds though.
Yeah.
But GG though, so you are now 2-1.
Yeah, I can't be too upset. 2-1, and I mean, my loss was incredibly close. I mean, I can't be mad about that. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I should make it into the bracket stage without any worries.
Yeah, so now there's a bunch of you, 4 of you now with 2 wins. 2 wins. Are you
I'll need
scared
to-
about Ethan coming up? Maybe going to do the upset to tie you guys all up at 2 wins apiece?
If that somehow happens, I would be shocked. Wait, did Ethan actually beat somebody else?
No, he's
No.
right now 0-2, but his last 2 matches could be
Yeah,
decisive.
His last 2 matches are against me and somebody else.
Diego.
Diego. If he beats Diego, I mean, it's in my best interest, according to the way the brackets are seeded, if he beats Diego. I don't think that will happen, but if he does, I have a chance at top seed. Due to the way the brackets worked out, I'm, right now, I'm basically, assuming I beat Ethan, I'm guaranteed 2nd seed. Because I lose to Diego in the tiebreak because of our head-to-head record. Yeah, assuming everyone beat Ethan, right now me and Cypress were fighting for second or third place. The winner gets second, and the loser gets third. If I did the bracket calculations correctly.
Yeah, I mean, everything's still really up in the air, because it really does get decided by Ethan's matches.
Yeah.
Who comes in, who doesn't.
Yeah,
Which is
it
exciting.
is dependent on Ethan. In my calculations, I assumed everyone would beat Ethan because... But I mean, who knows? I mean, I also assumed everyone would beat Diego, and Diego is now very likely to get the top seed, and so Ethan could also surprise us. But anyway, talking about the particular route, let's get back to the actual bingo. My route changed so many times. Originally, I was doing like call 1, call 2, row 5, TLBR, and I was like, okay, maybe the other diagonal. If not, I can try like row 4. And then just everything kept changing. I kept changing what I was going to evolve, what I was going to stop evolving, and then I just completely changed everything when I got to the shiny and Lake of Rage. So it was very up in the air, very routing on the fly.
Yeah, you seem to have like a lot of high processing power in your head because you were making quick shifts and decisions there. I did actually want to ask though, what's the reasoning behind fighting 3 of the trainers in National Park and then coming back later to fight the 4th?
Oh, that was entirely to hide info. I wanted EXP for Whitney, but I also didn't want Cypress to know that I was there quite yet. So I wanted to hide that I wanted Cypress to think that I'd done National Park trainers before Whitney, and think I was a little bit further behind than I was. Just hiding info, metagaming.
And it looks like Cypress is trying to wipe out for the last few matches. So, yeah. Very close race, though.
Yeah, I was actually kind of glad I got the Ninetales, because I don't actually think I have enough money to buy a Firestone to evolve the Growlithe. Okay, I do. Yeah. I must have... Oh, right, I got the money from all those trainers I fought to evolve Caterpie, or not.
Yeah, so did you... Although you got the Mew information, did you kind of have a feeling it was on 35 from how you marked the Sudowoodo?
I mean, he marked it very shortly after National Park, so like I knew it was either. I wasn't actually sure what route it was on, honestly. Like I knew it was either like in the park or like on 35. I also was thinking maybe it could have been in the contest. The only route I was pretty sure I was able to rule out was 36 because he spent too long between getting that and defeating National Park trainers. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it was a toss-up, and I didn't want to risk it. And I wasn't planning on using that goal at the time. It was just like a free genderless poke. But then I was
were handed a bunch of those because there was the Raycow, and then the Ditto.
Oh yeah,
and
Ditto.
You just need to catch one more.
Oh yeah, I guess I had that when I picked up Shucky. I didn't even realize the Ditto was genderless. Forgot about that.
Yeah, no. As soon as it took us a little bit to figure out, like, wait a second, Cypress already has that because he had that Mew.
Yeah.
And Cypress has officially finished as well.
But anyway, the trick to my high processing power is actually just, and every time things went crazy with routing, I was just like, okay, we're catching a Pokemon, and we're using the time it takes to show up to think. I was just like, let's go for a goal I know I'm doing regardless of my route. Anyway, hi Cypress, GG's.
GG, Cypress.
GG.
It seemed like a lot of the goals you had a lot of the goals right there, you know. What did you think about that?
I actually didn't think the card was super difficult, but my early game was kind of meh, so...
Yeah, unfortunately your Stantler was a little bit struggling, it seems like.
Yeah.
So what did your Stantler start with?
Oh, awful. It was like Peck, Icy Wind, and like on level up, like the special was higher than the attack, and
Oh,
I just figured that like, okay, if I can make it to headbutt, this is better than like trying to find a new main because the Kadabra wasn't cutting it and I didn't
Ugh.
find anything early.
I saw the Kadabra, saw it had Explosion, and then I saw it had Earthquake Fire Blast, and I was like, And then I realized it's a Kadabra, and I said no. But I think you probably
Exactly.
had a better time in Falconer's Gym than me.
It wasn't that bad. I needed to go back to the center a few times because, you know, explosion. But other than that, it was fine.
Yeah, I found an Entei on 30? Or no, it was 29. It was 29. It started pretty good. It had Earthquake, Rolling Kick, Seismic Toss, and then that was resisted by every single Pokemon in Falconer's Gym.
Also,
Yeah.
it seems like both of you guys were kind of overlooking the genderless. We didn't catch Cavin's either, but you know that Kenya Reikau, the Ditto
Oh, yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
super
the Ditto
easy
was the Shucky.
And then you guys each caught a Mew, and you even caught an Articuno in addition to that.
Yeah. When I caught the Articuno, I assumed it was my second, and because I didn't remember the Raikou, and at that point I didn't pick up Shucky, so like whatever.
We just had to double check. I apologize for the constant unmarking.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, this was crazy with the marking and unmarking. But I have a question for you, Cypress.
Yeah, what's up?
How did your route change when you saw like what was that Lake of Rage?
Honestly, by the time you marked Shiny Horsey, I had no like 5 bingos, so it just made it possible.
Although you did have to restart for that Slowpoke tail.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
You went all the way to Mr. Pokemon, and I think you realized at that point that you done goofed.
Yes, it's like, okay, I'm turning in the stupid red scale, and I'm like, wait a minute, what else happens around red scale? Oh right, Slowpoke tail.
I have to admit, I saw that. I saw that you forgot Slowpoke tail, and I was silently cheering because.
Hey, that's fine. You're allowed to.
Because I was actually terrified when you marked evolutions, because I had nothing for that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you found a Umbreon on Route 43.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was you marked what was it? You marked Hitmonchan sometime right near-ish the area of Shiny. So I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to repel through Mount Mortar or the route and just like hope that I find something. Eventually, that did end up happening later on, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you actually found it in a totally different location than him.
Yeah,
Yes.
I figured as much. I found Hitmonlee in Dark Cave looking for Growlithe.
Gotcha. I found Hitmontop on Route 34 going to Ilex Forest Water to look for Yanma.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you went from Goldenrod, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, he did both. He did the other part, but then he didn't want to go through the Cut Brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was originally just gonna evolve Tyrogue.
Same, but then I didn't want to.
Yeah,
that was back when like stop evolving 4 times was on my path, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
I had the Pokemon. As I said earlier, the Pokemon I was going to stop evolving changed from like Bulbasaur to Chikorita, back to Bulbasaur to Caterpie. And I was like, oh, I'll catch a Kakuna. I'll do it on the Tyrogue. I changed that like 10 different times in my head.
And like I never had Ariados Lydian information, so that kind of hurt my ability, or at least I don't think I did. So that hurt my ability to like do the kinds of like routing that you did, I guess.
It was my first tile encounter on Route 29, 3 seconds into the bingo.
Beautiful.
Well, I don't think I have any other questions. Do you have any questions, Fancy One? And
I do not. Just want to say congratulations to you both and give you all the opportunity, as always, to shout out where can the audience find and follow you and all the good stuff.
Ooh. Thanks for having us.
I don't. So I guess please do follow Cavin856 and Cypress 465. Both of them, please, are really good. So this was the last match for today. We have another match scheduled bright early in the morning, 9 a.m. on August 25th. That's Wednesday, and that's Storms versus Diego Lasso, which will also be restreamed in Spanish. And then on the 26th, that's a Thursday, is going to be Fine versus Heretiman at 1 p.m. So make sure to keep tuned for all these other matches. I'm Snowbear, and joined by Fancy1G, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful afternoon. Please remember to go follow our streamers. Their Twitch is linked in the chat.
Thank you very much, and have a good night.